Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Missouri's offense will take the field first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more. Fourth down is coming. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Gamecocks offense has the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses.
To running room, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just two.
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Trying to... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Keeps it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Horn. With the catch, it's Manning. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3. Drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Firing deep. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Tigers are rolling down the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Hardy. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got... 35.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The sure hands. It's Manning. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. Caught in the backfield. It's Terry. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. That's caught. It's Smith. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Wide open spaces. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent. Going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. On the option. Quick toss. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on. Downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Plows through the defense. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up fourth and long.
Mizzou has it back. Defense coming out on the field. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Man, that's a bad break for the offense because they're running the ball and just trying to give themselves some wiggle room. Down near their own end zone. He breaks through, but you can't hold on to the football. And the worst thing happens. You now turn it over, giving it to the opponent inside your own red zone.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Horn. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get... On the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Terry. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Going to the ground. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Horn. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Hardy. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree.
Number 45 in punt formation to kick it away.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You got to give it to this defense, too, because they know they've got to get off the field. They need the ball back, and they know the offense is going to run it. So getting more bodies closer to the line of scrimmage and the big fellas up front winning the one-on-one battles, that's been the big key to them. Only allowing a couple yards here on these last two plays.
Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking to pass. It's Horn. Hines is tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Hardy. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Just keep slinging it. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And he's just going to spike it.
QB strikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.